Now guys, on this channel we usually make money flipping computers, but today I figured, can we make a profit by buying a broken Nintendo DS, fixing it and flipping it? And for that I actually asked my friend here, Miriam, and now she makes custom DSs for a living. So I thought, can we buy a cheap one, which you can buy for around 20 to 30 bucks on the used market if you scour it correctly, and then fix it up, customize it a little bit maybe, kind of like we do with computers, and then sell it for a profit. Turns out we can, and you can actually expect to double your money doing this with a little bit of labor. Now what we have here today is one of the worst possible Nintendos you can buy. It is completely damaged and basically unusable, so we were able to get the lowest possible price for it. Now by simply going out and getting some ExtremeRate components on Amazon and working to clean it, we can then turn it into something like this. Now all the ones you see right here are customs that she made. They're all made with ExtremeRate products, and they all started as a broken down DS, which was completely trash. So now today, I am going to personally try to turn this into this. Now it's gonna be tricky because I work with much bigger stuff usually, and older consoles are very delicate because they have quite a few years on their backs, but I think we can do it. So let's see what we're working with. Now what you need to do it is the usual. Isopropyl alcohol, some wipes, a lot of patience, and those two things. Now these are ExtremeRate kits. This one is a reshell kit and this one is a button kit. Now total cost is gonna be around 30 bucks, and I will put the links to everything down below in the description. Now they also give you the screwdrivers needed inside of them, and you don't need any kind of specialized tool. No heat guns, nothing special, just a bit of patience. So with these two, we get to work. Now, since it's my first time doing it, I'm gonna be guided by her, but since she's Italian, she basically does customs here locally in Tuscany, we're gonna skip to the end where I finished doing the mod, and then I'm gonna discuss how it went, and we will talk about flipping it and actually making a profit. So see you in probably an hour or so. Here we are with the DS finished. Quite the transformation, but oh boy, was it tough to do. It took us a while, because it turns out, especially if you buy very cheap Nintendos, you will have to replace some parts. It's not just a matter of reshelling it, but it can make sense economically if you like doing it. So let's start from the first option. First of all, what we've done was fixing the actual console. So we had to fully replace the bottom touchscreen, and we had to clean the motherboard because it was not making proper contact and it wasn't reading games. Now you can clearly see that the touchscreen was not working for games. If you put on anything, it was simply not working. So after simply fixing it and cleaning it, you could actually restore it to pretty much brand new, decent conditions. And just like that, you could actually sell the DS for around 60 bucks, which means you could get 40 bucks for your labor because you're buying it for around 20. But you have to factor in the replacement parts, which are very cheap. You can buy them from AliExpress for just a few bucks. So around actual 40 bucks of profits for fixing one, which is nice. If you go ahead and reshell it, then all of a sudden you do have a pretty unique product, which you can sell for a lot higher, because first of all, with new buttons and new shell, it's gonna be looking better, but also a lot more hygienic compared to simply restoring the original parts. So this is what we've done. Now to do that, and to also fix the actual problems, we had to basically dismount the whole console, and it did take us a while. I would say total labor, if it's your first time doing it, it's gonna be around 2 hours, and it's what it took me, even though I had actually Miriam help me quite a lot in the end. Now it definitely wasn't easy to work on such a small thing. This is basically a laptop, if you think about it. It's a small computer with a screen with its little OS. And just like a laptop, it has very fragile flat cables and very easy to break connectors. So you need to be very careful. It's very old, and in this case, it also had some water inside of it. Basically, if you open the battery and if you see pink, it means that the water contaminated the battery side. Now it could just be some humidity, but it could also just be water. And that can really break those things because they are battery powered devices. So if that happened while the battery had some power, they can break. Now a little extra pro tip in case you want to do this. Basically, the trickiest part to fix would be the microphone and the speakers, because if these are broken, you will need to solder them because they are connected to the flat cable directly. So if you want to replace them, you will need to desolder them. It's pretty simple, but it's a bit more complicated than just replacing some parts, which are just plug and play. So I would say if you're buying a broken Nintendo, you can buy one with a broken screen, damaged shell. I would personally look for dirty ones or ones that are not well kept, but that work fine in terms of speakers and microphones. Now, difficulty-wise, I would say you run a pretty decent risk of breaking something, but replacement parts are so cheap, you can afford to do it. Like even if you break a cable, it's probably just a few bucks on AliExpress, and you can basically buy any part you need, which is nice. So yes, they're fragile, but if you break stuff, they're easy to get replacement parts. Now, what you're actually seeing here, we'll put some B-roll though, is not just a standard reshelled DS. These are all custom made, as you can see. Every single one has a different Pokemon or style, and basically she designs custom graphics for everyone that match the color scheme. In this example, since it was red and black, we did Charizard, and there are a lot of custom printed graphics both on the inside and on the outside, and it's what makes it look so unique. Now, of course, these are cheap to print, but they require a lot of graphics work on the back end. So this is something I don't think most people can do. You could customize it with some stickers, but it's very tricky to do something like this. However, if you have the skills to do something custom like this one, well, you can successfully sell it for well over 100 bucks. We're talking around 150 bucks. You can sell one of these easily, because there is a little niche market out there for custom made, basically turned into brand new Nintendo DS's, especially if you include, for example, a custom made SD card with all the games you want. Then it's a product which is basically ready to go, and which people have to buy just this thing with no games, and they can play whatever they want, and there is a market for this. However, for this you do need some kind of artistic skills, and you need to market it well. In our case, I think she's selling it with charger and all the accessories in a very neatly packaged box. I think if you guys want to make some money out of a passion, the best thing would be to fix broken Nintendos or to reshell them, make them look a bit more unique. I think ExtremeRate products are great. They give you all the necessary tools, so you don't have to buy anything else. They're very cheap. That's something you can do. However, in terms of prices, I would say best return on your money is just fixing stuff as usual on this channel. So buy a broken one, fix it, sell it for 60. If you reshell it, you can sell it for a bit higher, but you're probably not expanding your profit much. And where the real profit is if you make a product like this, which is very complicated. The main thing is there is a very big market if you're into refurbishing stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. I do computer, she does Nintendo DS's, you can do a Switch, you can do a PS5. If you buy something that's broken and you're willing to put in the time to fix it, you can always turn a profit. It's basically as if you were offering a service, but by buying what you're working on yourself, you can actually make an extra profit and bring some value even to people that didn't think they wanted to refurbish their stuff. Now, of course, if you like these, but if you don't want to build one yourself, she's selling them. She's also making them custom. She doesn't really sell them much. I think we're selling the ones we made for this video, which I will leave some links down below for you guys. But the main thing she does is she does custom works. So I will leave her Instagram profile down below in the description. I'll also put it in overlay here. And if you guys want to text her, she can do custom graphics for you, as well as fixing your Nintendo and doing all the graphics we're doing here. Now, of course, if you're doing something like this, I recommend you buy your own Nintendo so you can save some money, because if you know how to buy, you can always pay a bit less in the end, which is nice. And with that said, I want to hear if you guys have done anything similar with these, or if you want me to try another console or another thing. What should I flip next? Let me know if you guys like the series. Very much thank you to Miriam for staying here all this time, and drop a like and a sub if you like the content. Bye bye.